Dr. Pepper.
You keep dog food in your fridge?
It's not dog food, it's fresh food. Real meat, real veggie.
That you think you're dog. No way. Dog food.
You were so right about her.
It's not dog food, it's food food.
I'll take it easy on you guys. Whatever.
Hey, Mike, you might want to back up. Bro, I'm good right here.
Yeah, you got no chance of getting it out of the infield anyway.
Last time you gave me something to hit, I took you deep. Come on in here.
What was that? That's not fair. I wasn't even ready.
Save it, Junior.
Terrible. Hey, Mad Dog, give me something to hit.
If you're living with HIV, imagine being good to go without daily HIV pills. Good to go off the grid. Good to go nonstop. With Cabenuva, there's no pausing for daily HIV pills. For adults who are undetectable, Cabenuva is the only complete, long-acting HIV treatment you can get every other month. It's 2 injections from a healthcare provider, as few as 6 times a year. Don't take Cabenuva if allergic to its ingredients or taking certain medicines that may interact. Serious side effects include allergic reactions or rash, post-injection reactions, liver problems, and depression. If these occur, get medical help right away. Tell your doctor about your medicines or supplements, medical conditions, liver or kidney problems, mental health, pregnancy, and breastfeeding. The most common side effect is injection site reaction. With Cabenuva, you're good to go without daily HIV pills. Talk to your doctor about switching.
Price Chopper Royals Live on FanDuel Sports Network is brought to you by Price Chopper. For freshness, selection, and low prices, Kansas City knows Price Chopper. And by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. Back to New York, where Seth Lugo used to call this city home, but he pitched over in Queens for the New York Mets. He looks awfully good in that powder blue. Everybody looks good in the powder blue. 5-2 with a 2.55 career ERA against the Yankees last season. 1-1 with a 2.84 in 3 starts, including his postseason start in Game 3 against New York at Kauffman Stadium. We know this much, Monty. The Royals rotation was excellent last year. Second best ERA in the American League to the Mariners, 3.55 so far. 2.77 ERA is the best in the American League. Only the Mets and the Reds have been better in Major League Baseball. And a big piece of that has been Cole Reagan's. And we saw again, although he right now is known more for the strikeouts, but he's certainly contributing to all of the Royals' good numbers.
Well, he was a stopper yesterday, no doubt about that. He went out and did exactly what this Royals team needed to do. That's giving them some innings, quality innings, a chance to win. And after Guardians went up 2-0, to me it seemed like he turned it up a notch and went into a higher gear, missing bat all afternoon long, and really outstanding work for Cole Reagan. The fact that he went 7 2/3 and probably could have gone 8 and maybe even 9 if they needed it to. That's a big step in the right direction with regards to the efficiency that he's going to need throughout this season. We'll take a look at the strikeout that he's had in his last 2 games. See all those high fastballs, all those high to catch up with, usually mid to upper 90s, even throughout 11 innings of his average innings. The offense is down below those bats. So really great mix and pitches from Cole Reagan. We've seen it on display, and he's out for also an outstanding start this year.
Just the fact that he was able to do it yesterday, if not for a little cap cramping, he could have easily gone forward in the career by 7 2/3. Maybe even an outside shot at a good game.
And that's the next step for Cole Reagan. The stuff obviously is there. We know that he has the ability to his stats have all those whips. But when he starts going 7 innings, 8 innings, that's when you know he's going to graduate into that next level as far as his starting ability and doing what we saw so much out of tonight's starter Seth Lugo do last year, going deep in the game, having a 200+ innings. So that's the next step for Cole Reagan.
But awfully impressive to see Cole Reagan's out joining Kevin Apier as the only Royals with 3 straight double-digit strikeout games. But Cole saying after the game, it's not just about the strikeouts, it's about throwing strikes.
Just not trying to do too much. Trust the guys behind me. try to get quick outs. If I'm filling it up, they're going to have to swing the bat. So just try to get ahead, stay ahead, fill up the strike zone with everything. And, just like I said, trust the guys behind me. Me and Freddie got on a good page, mixed really well. Kind of made some adjustments throughout the game with certain guys. But I feel like the biggest thing is just, Freddie's back there. He's done his homework. He knows what he's doing, obviously. I trust him. So it's what he throws. What he calls, I just try to execute to the best of my ability. So it's just, we talk a little bit in between innings about our game plan. And it's just, like I said, just try to execute and, get some weak contact.
Colts next one will be over the weekend in Detroit. Looking to sit back and watch the two best players in the American League. Who is the best? Is it Aaron Judge? Is it Bobby Witt Jr.? We'll discuss after a quick break.
Name is Conrad Harrigan, family man. And if you cross my family, well, you better play. We don't ask, we take. And when someone forgets their place, I got a man. Problem solved.
What is this? The Taliban?
Sure.
Getting a $5 million. Thank you, sir.
These people of privilege, hoarding the financial advantages for far too long. Look at them, unaware that Robin Hood Gold members now enjoy VIP treatment. A 3% IRA match on retirement contribution. Once they discover their privileges are no longer exclusive, their fragile reality will plunge into disarray.
Google Cloud AI notes a 98-mile-per-hour heater with a 13-inch drop with a 24.7% chance the home team gets a strikeout, and hot dog sales are at 4%, which means they're racking up the days. Catch the game like never before with Google Cloud AI.
If you're living with HIV, imagine being good to go without daily HIV pills. Good to go, unscripted. Good to go on a whim. With Cabenuva, there's no pausing for daily HIV pills. For adults who are undetectable, Cabenuva is the only complete, long-acting HIV treatment you can get every other month. It's 2 injections from a healthcare provider, as few as 6 times a year. Don't take Cabenuva if allergic to its ingredients or taking certain medicines that may interact. Serious side effects include allergic reactions or rash, post-injection reactions, liver problems, and depression. If these occur, get medical help right away. Tell your doctor about your medicines or supplements, medical condition, liver or kidney problems, mental health, pregnancy, and breastfeeding. The most common side effect is injection site reaction. With Cabenuva, you're good to go without daily HIV pills. Talk to your doctor about switching.
Goldilocks didn't crave porridge. He craved something tasty. Like torque and towing capacity in the Ram 2500 Rebel. Pay black sugar. Drive your own story in a Ram.
Precise designs, subtle curves, curated upgrades, elevated design for thoughtful living. Puma.
On Underdog, you can win money all season by selecting 2 or more of your favorite players. And you can win up to 1,000 times your entry.
Sign up, deposit, and get up to $1,000 in bonus credits. Download Underdog today.
Thinking about a home upgrade? Visit Rainaway Roofing, Siding, Gutters, and more. The Home Show, March 28th to 30th. With trusted service and expert craftsmanship, we've been helping homeowners protect and restore their homes. Don't miss this chance to save. Stop by our booth at the Home Show and let's talk about your next project. Thinking about a home upgrade? Whether it's a new roof, updated siding, or seamless gutters, Rainaway protects, restores, and enhances your home. With years of trusted experience and quality craftsmanship, we deliver results built to last. Call today for a free estimate. Rainaway, the name you can rely on.
Price Chopper Royals Live on FanDuel Sports Network has been brought to you by Price Chopper. For freshness, selection, and low prices, Kansas City knows Price Chopper. And by Yingling, the oldest brewery in America. Play FanDuel Fantasy's free daily pick'em. Just answer one question a day for your shot at a share of $5,000. And if you're right, you win. It's free, it's daily, and it's your chance to cash in. Scan the QR code and play now on FanDuel Fantasy. We're going to think of two better fantasy players or real life players. However you want to break it down. So the argument is that there might be only one other player better in baseball, and he's in the other league now than Shohei Ohtani. But when it comes to the American League, and you look back at last season, here's a number that's not on that board. WAR, wins above replacement, 10.8 for Aaron Judge, which is absurd. 9.4 for Bobby Witt Jr. Bottom line, these guys are not replaceable. And by the way, that was 158 games played last year for Judge and 161 for Witt. You want these guys in the lineup every day because they're game changers.
Well, they certainly are for the respective teams, but I think both of those players, they do things in different ways. Aaron Judge, obviously, with so much power, the ability to do so many things with that. Bobby Witt, really more of a well-rounded player, a 5-foot player. So, we'll take a look here. Bobby Witt, through all the things he's able to do. We've seen it happen so many times. The way that he had the ability to win a baseball game for the Kansas City Royals, to me, one of the most dynamic players in the game. And he's the guy that I would start my team with if I had the first round pick in an expansion draft.
If we're going to go pull anyone in New York, who they would rather have, they would tell you, John. If we go pull anyone in Kansas City, they would rather say Bobby Witt Jr., but I think you're right. If we're being honest, if you're starting a team today, you're starting with a 24-year-old shortstop. And oh, by the way, Junior's heating up.
Yeah, he really is. We've kind of noticed that over the last week or so of baseball, how everything that comes off his bat has that carry. We hear him talk about the carry on the baseball. Certain players have it. Bobby Witt certainly does.
And you look at the hard hit balls. Hey, those are the three names that I just mentioned, throwing Black Guerrero in there and then Marcelo Zuna. But these guys hit the ball hard, and you're right. When Bobby hits the ball hard, he then gets those legs going.
Yeah, he does. And when he's able to really command a baseball game, we've seen it happen. And it's so much fun to watch him with his style of play. And nothing better than seeing Bobby Witt score from first on a base at the right field. You don't see it very often, but sure enough, he's one of the guys who can do it.
Aaron Judge on the other side. Remember, he had that big home run team early in the season. He's got for 455. On base of 555, slugging up over 1,000. So his OPS is over 1,500 right now. And those are the games that they've won. And then at Yankee Stadium, he's got a career OPS over 1,000. I think it's safe to say whether he's here or on the road, this guy is the most dangerous hitter in baseball in terms of the guy that can punish you.
Well, he's the guy that, to me, especially with Soto not in that lineup, he's the guy that you have to be so careful with, because once we the bat is a game changer. We've seen it happen numerous times when Aaron Judge finds in that batter's box. We just got him to receive the Louisville Sluggers Silver Slugger Award just a few minutes ago behind home plate. So recognize for what his abilities with that bat are.
And you said it before as we were standing outside the Yankee Stadium at the start of the Clutch Chopper Royals Live that keep the ball on the ground. That's what we want to do here. Seth Lugo's not going to be freaked out by anything, but you've said it year after year that we come to Yankee Stadium, that you look over your left shoulder and there's that short porch.
Well, you're aware of it. There's no doubt about it. And I don't know if that really makes you turn the notch up a few when you're on the mound, as far as the focus and concentration on every pitch you make, because any mistake can be a bad mistake in this ballpark.
Seth Lugo, we know the way he sees the game through a different lens. All of those pitches. What's the biggest key for him tonight?
Well, I think just controlling the middle part of that lineup. They got some guys that are swinging that extremely well. We talked about the Yankees are down a little bit. They have not been scoring the runs, and they haven't been getting the pitches. So, to me, get an early lead, allow Seth Lugo to go out and expand that strike zone and keep these guys soft contact or missing the bats.
On the other side, a familiar face, one that we saw for years in Cleveland. The guy by the name of Cookie and 100 like Carlos Carrasco to throw the Royals some cookies.
Well, we'll see how that goes. He has the ability to be a dominant pitcher up in year 38-year-old now. He doesn't have the same stuff he used to have.
So the man of the people love seeing the powder blues on the road. Can you take a look? That is awfully sharp. First to three, Here in the box for Mounting Up Joe Ryan and Hunt. Our next.
It's tax season.
Come on, Sean, everybody.
Then pick. That's what I do. On April 15th.
Tag game, still warming up.
These people have been hoarding the financial advantages for far too long. Look at them, unaware that Robin Hood Gold members now enjoy VIP treatment. 3% IRA match on retirement contribution. Once they discover their privileges are no longer exclusive, their fragile reality will plunge into disarray.
That's fine. Never drive those things. Smarty, welcome, big guy. We're tired of hearing, I don't get my truck dirty.
With WeatherTech laser measured floor liners front and rear, a seat protector, and full bed protection, trucks are totally covered.
You just got WeatherTech. Yeah, buddy. Let's get dirty.
Order your premium American-made products at WT.com.
Google Cloud AI knows that 102 mile per hour exit velocity with a 38-degree launch angle and the fact it's 95 degrees out means that ball is going to carry 6.6 feet further. Catch the game like never before with Google Cloud AI.
Where'd you get those shoes? The ones that are in it to win it. That always make the grade. And take the words out of office seriously. A shoe for every you at CSW.
Morning. Right, guys? You wake up this morning, it's a brand new day. Look at the far, it's a perfect day.
It's time to feed the dogs real food, not highly processed pellets. The farmer's dog is fresh food made with whole meat and veggies. It's not dry food. It's not wet food. It's just real food. It's an idea whose time has come.
With Underdog, you can make picks and win money just by picking higher or lower on your favorite player. Get it right, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money. Sign up, deposit, and get up to $1,000 in bonus credit. Download Underdog today.
You make it through security so fast. The agents love it. Your travel itineraries are so well written, you're on the bestseller list. And you have access to lounges that don't officially exist. That's why you rent with National, where you can skip the counter and choose any vehicle on your mobile. Because travel is the competition. Except that it is. And
You're watching FanDuel Sports Network, the home of the Royals.
Tonight, Royals baseball comes to you from Yankee Stadium in New York for Game 1 of 3 between the Royals and the Yankees, presented by Kinley, the oldest brewery in America. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the ballpark. Correct center. I'm Ryan Lefebvre. Now, this series is the Royals against the Yankees. They met in the postseason last year, but you can't ignore that this is also a showcase of two of the best players in the game.
Woo! It's going to be smoking hot these next 3 days. If these guys can play up to their potential, it's going to be fun. Now you're going to try to keep this guy in the yard if you can. He's known for his power. His great overpower to all fields, line to line, and a pretty good athlete as well, playing center field. At his size, it's amazing what this guy can do. And congratulations, he was MVP again. The fans love him. How about this guy? Really? Are you kidding? He played a lot tougher position than Aaron does. He's a shortstop, and he won a gold glove. He got all the second place votes for a second in the most valuable player award, but he can do it all. We all know. So this is a marquee matchup in the right place, I think, at the right time. So let's see how some of the numbers lined up. Bobby not only won an American League batting title, that was the highest batting average in either league. But as you pointed out, Aaron Judge is not just a power guy, he is a complete hitter. Yes, and you know, Brian, Major League Baseball should be very proud that two of their best players in the game are great guys. They're team first people, both of these guys. Class acts, great ball players. It's going to be a fun series.
And in one of the regular season games here last year, the Royals shut out the Yankees. Seth Lugo was the starter, and he gets the ball for game one coming up next.
Still searching for the perfect couch? If it wasn't made in the USA, it probably spent months in a shipping container with leaking pallets and mystery fumes. That's why we built Home Reserve, the only American-made machine-washable modular sectional. With stain-resistant, washable fabrics, every cover comes off and goes right in the wash. There's built-in storage, and it ships fast in easy-carry boxes. Backed by a 10-year frame warranty and over 10,000 five-star reviews. That's Home Reserve.
These people of privilege hoarding the financial advantages for far too long. Look at them, unaware that Robinhood Gold members now enjoy VIP treatment. The 3% IRA match on retirement contributions. Once they discover their privileges are no longer exclusive, their fragile reality will plunge into disarray.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Only legend, Toyota trucks.
Right now, lease a new 2025 Tacoma SR5 for $319 a month. Or get 1.99% APR for 72 months on a tough new Tundra. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Google Cloud AI knows a 98-mile-per-hour heater with a 13-inch drop means a 24.7% chance the home team gets a strikeout, and hot dog sales are at 4%, which means they're racking up the days. Catch the game like never before with Google Cloud AI.
We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One favorite card. Let's just get one of everything.
Everything!
Cash back on tickets.
It's a cash back on water.
What's in your one?
An underdog, you can make picks and win money by picking higher or lower on your favorite players. Oh yeah, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money. Go ahead, take a victory lap.
With Underdog, you can win big by selecting 2 or more of your favorite players. It's so easy to play. Get it right, and you can win up to 1,000 times your entry. Sign up, deposit, and get up to $1,000 in bonus points. Download Underdog today.
The American League finish. With hard as that'll kick him, and that's when the fight starts. But the Royals stay 1-0. Just like I said, oh no, and Brooks has taken the Royals and put them in front. Sally throws it. A game-tying blitz from the Royals captain, and the Yankees are on their way to the LCS.
And the Royals back in the Bronx for the first time since the playoffs last October. Feeling a little bit like an October night here in New York. A nice cool 57 degrees, a little warmer today with the sun out, but tonight it'll be cool, not quite like Cleveland. And the guys are ready to go for the first of 3 between the Royals and the Yankees. So I'm going to put it down by the visiting dugout. And whether it's the current group or the teams of the 70s and 80s, we know all about that playoff rivalry. But for this team, for many of those players, it was their first chance at the postseason. Mike Garcia telling me today that he loved the playoff atmosphere here in New York. He said it reminded him of playing winter ball back in Venezuela, and even crazier than winter ball. He loved the electricity and being that spark plug. Matt Quatrero said today that he called last year a huge step forward and a necessary step to becoming a true contender. And Vinny Pasquantino, summing up the feeling of everyone on this team last year, said the experience certainly helped to build belief in themselves and expectations among a young team. But even though everyone was amazed at how far they came from that 106-loss season the year before, he said it left a really bad taste in our mouths. They're not looking at this series as revenge. They're looking at this series and the rest of the year as a step to getting back and going further next postseason, guys.
Thank you, Joel. And yeah, the Royals played the Yankees tough. In the 3 losses that the Royals had against the Yankees in the playoffs, they lost by a total of 4 runs. So they competed, and all games were close, but the Yankees won 3-1. Here's the lineup tonight, and good news right away with Jonathan India back in there. He did not play yesterday afternoon in Cleveland because of right quad tightness, and that's what they're calling it. It's not a strain, just tightness on a cold night on Saturday in Cleveland. So he's back in there as a designated hitter. And facing 38-year-old Carlos Carrasco, who has made 3 appearances, 2 starts, and his ERA is 7.71.
Yeah, now he doesn't quite have the stuff he used to, but he's still quite the competitor, and he has enough pitches to keep hitters off balance, that's for sure. The velocity will be down some. But, we'll show you his pitch arsenal. StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. Going to show you. There's Carrasco. There he is. Slider, sinker, changeup, 4-seamer. You can see him. He's a little bit backwards from what most starters have, a fastball, changeup. So you see those. That fastball's down there, and it's not very hard. It's only 92 miles an hour at max, so we've got to wait on it.
1-1 on India, who was 0-6 in the Cleveland series. It did reach with a walk.
Two to one. There's a lot of break calls that go down. Usual split fingers.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Well, right, according to the scouting report, he is not in challenge mode at all.
No, he's going to look good, lower out, do some soft. That's what he really wants. So Royals will have to do some lifting. They've been hitting their share of fly balls. It's cold.
By the way, still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Carrasco spent 16 years with Cleveland, so the Royals have seen quite a bit of him, but not necessarily these Royals. They've seen very little of him over the last 5 years. That's lying inside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he's in the starting rotation because of so many injuries to the Yankees rotation. He was expected to pitch out of the bullpen, but they have 4 starters on the injured list right now and a total of 9 pitchers. And that is outside for a game opening walk.
Defensively, the Yankees, of course, are anchored in the outfield by their 6'7", 282-pound MVP Aaron Judge, the newly named captain of the USA's World Baseball Classic team for next year. You come to the infield, you got to get some interesting characters, but the new guy's Paul Goldschmidt over there at first base. He's a 4-time Gold Glover in his 14th year in the big leagues.
The outside edge, strike 1 on Bobby Witt Jr. He reached base 7 times in the Cleveland series with 4 hits and 3 walks. He has hit in 6 straight. Popped up, right side, and Goldschmidt wants it. 1 away. The Yankees got off to a great start
And you probably heard about all of the home runs that they hit. They hit 15 in a 3-game series here with Milwaukee. They won 6 of their first 8 that they come into tonight, having lost 5 of their last 7, with Aaron Boone's offense cooling off quite a bit since the first week of the season.
Skipper's got some major issues.
Yeah. One on, one out. First inning. Vinny.
Side, 2 balls and no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
Vinny hit his 2nd home run of the season in the Cleveland series. So it's still early, but the Yankees starting rotation has the highest ERA in the major leagues. Look out. Rocket into the seats. But in their defense, Garrett Cole is done for the year with Tommy John surgery. Clark Schmidt is on the injured list. They just put Marcus Stroman on the injured list. 3 balls and 1 strike on Vinny. And their rookie of the year from last year, Luis Heel, began the season on the injured list with a right lat injury. And when there's a lat involved for a pitcher, that's usually a long stay on the injured list. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And we'll focus on Garrett Cole in our injury report update, brought to you by the University of Kansas Health System, the official healthcare provider of the Royals. And Garrett Cole had some issues with his right elbow last year, but he was able to spend some time on the injured list and pitch through it into the postseason. And now Vinny is on with a walk. And the Royals have 2 on with 1 out.
All right. Take advantage of those free passes, sure. Junior not happy popping that ball up. But you got Salvi coming and passing behind it. Scoring first and early is always a key. Get the advantage going before Lugo even steps on the mound. Give him a lead.
Salvi hit a huge home run for the Royals yesterday. Here's a strike. The Royals have lost the first 2 games in Cleveland, and they got off to a sloppy beginning yesterday. And then Salvi hit a 2-run home run against Ben Lively in the 4th inning to tie the game, and you could just feel the relief. And the Royals added 2 more in the 5th, and that's all they needed. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Salvi has the most at-bats against Carrasco. He's 8 for 33.
No home.
He's 8.
Just a couple ribbies.
33.
One and two.
1 and 2 the count.
This is appearance number 29 and start number 24 in his career against the Royals. 2 and 2.
2 and 2.
And here's his 20th pitch of the inning.
20th pitch of the inning. Breaking ball down. 2 outs.
Breaking balls, sliders, cutters, all down. He doesn't want to leave anything elevated because he doesn't have a lot of velocity. And he knows that those pitches that are elevated are really easier for the hitters.
And now Michael Massey hasn't spent a lot of time hitting in this ballpark, but he's done very well here. Side for ball 1.
He hadn't homered yet this year. This would be a good time. He's due.
He's been the Royals' best hitter so far with runners in scoring position. And it's up and away. 2 balls to no strikes.
That's up and away.
short porch. You don't want to give him anything lefties down and in, especially his lack of velocity. Not the play. Michael had a tough series against the Guardians. He was 1 for 12. Royals yesterday scored 4 runs on 9 hits, which doesn't sound like a huge day, but they were averaging about a run and a half per game in their last 5.
Michael Massey.
Tries to go the other way, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
No, God damn it. No, I hate that stupid thing.
India to begin the inning. Vinny with 1 out. Now there's 2 down. And Massey checked his swing.
Massey checked his swing.
At third. And now the runners are going. Nice job. Taking a little page out of India. Look, I'll check that swing. And Massey hits it to left field.
Massey hits it to left field. Out number 3. Rice. All eyes for the judge. Austin Wells, Goldschmidt, Chisholm Jr., Volps, Dominguez, Grisham, and Cabrera. Found out.
So the next time you're in the sun, use Slam. It'll make you smell like the man you are without compromising on protection.
If you have polycythemia vera, or PV, it may impact your moments. While you may blame the way you feel on getting older, it could mean your PV is getting worse. It's time to take control of your PV. For adults with PV who have already taken a medicine called hydroxyurea, and it did not work well enough and they could not tolerate it, Jakafi kept the volume of red blood cells under control and reduced spleen size. Jakafi can cause low blood cell counts. Tell your doctor right away if you develop bleeding, bruising, tiredness, shortness of breath, or fever.
If you're watching that Pete McDivitt show, come on in.
TB or hepatitis B, or had a blood clot, heart attack, other heart problems, or stroke. Non-melanoma skin cancers and increases in cholesterol have been reported. With another JAK inhibitor, there's increased risk of major cardiovascular events in those who have risk factors, blood clots in the legs or lungs, sometimes life-threatening, and an increased risk of lymphoma and other cancers. The most common side effects are low red blood cell counts, dizziness, and diarrhea. Why let PV impact your moments? Discover your path to possible. Talk to your doctor about Jakafi.
Dear Triathlon, let's splash through rushing rivers, take on iconic trails, and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick back and enjoy your view? Toyota SUVs. Right now, lease a 2025 Land for $369 a month, or lease a new 2025 Land Cruiser for $549 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
8th year as Yankees manager. Last year's offense led the league in runs and home runs. They needed more guys to get on base before the slugging bats. Ben Rice is off to a good start, and that leadoff spot is off to a good start. And
Ben Rice pulls 1 foul.
He played in 50 games in the big league last year. He was their minor league
Yeah.
of the year in 2023. And he gets to hit in front of all the big bats with Aaron Judge right behind him. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Just like Greg did us. I love our yesterday after. Just loved his comments after the game. Reagan's talking about, hey, look, if you fill up that strike zone and you throw strikes, they've got to put the ball in play. No walks. You know, that's exactly what Lugo wants to do here. Lugo's ERA is 3.24. He has allowed 3 earned runs or fewer in all 3 of his starts. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
This is at Yankee Stadium to be exact.
Yankees 3 times last year. He faced them at Kauffman Stadium. He faced them here last September during the regular season, and he had a start against the Yankees in the postseason. Line on one. Massey makes a great match.
Massey makes one. One out.
To find somebody else to hit it to. If you want to hit it, you can't hit it there. Look at Massey staying low. You stay low on low liners like that, your eyes, keep your eye on the ball. It's a lot easier to see that ball when you're down there on those short hoppers like that with a lot of heat on it. Very nice. Aaron Judge takes a strike.
Judge takes a strike right there.
Hitting 357.
He's hitting 357 now. Ball out of play.
He's an all-nothing hitter. And yes, he does pile up the home runs, but as we were talking about at the beginning of the broadcast, he is a complete hitter. And that batting average early in the season is the second highest in the major leagues. Reaching, and he fouled it away.
It's exactly what you want to do. Make him stretch out.
Coming. Hang on. Yep.
And Lugo strikes him out.
Lugo strikes him out.
0 for 12 with 4 strikeouts all time against Lugo.
There. Defending behind him, that's very important for Lugo. He pitches to contact. Kevin Biggio, he's appeared at first base 5 times this year. 2 at second, 1 at third. This makes his second start in right. How about that shortstop combination at second base with Massey and Whip Jr.?
Yeah.
Jr. already has a goal. Massey's is coming. Goal in his future. So to have two guys in the middle with goal, it's a beautiful thing for our pitching staff.
Fouled away. And Junior said earlier today that he doesn't need too much of having to work with a bunch of different second basemen because this is the era of baseball that we're in right now. Guys just play all over the field, but admitted that, yes, every day he and Massey play together, they're more comfortable with each other. And there is verbal communication, but he said there's a lot more nonverbal communication now. They just know where each other is and what their tendencies are.
That's right. That's the importance of continuity. No question. You want your middle infielders to be the same if you can. And Q knows that. That's why they had a nice meeting with India before the season started. Massey will probably be the guy that gets it every day. There's a man in the right place there. Nice work.
And the Yankees go down in order. It's Lugo in the bottom of the first.
Good morning. Right, guys? You wake up, good morning, it's a brand new day. The skies above is a perfect day.
Dear sharp curves. Don't spin your wheels. With more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand, you can bet your bottom dollar we're sharper than ever. Because man, we got traction. Yours, Toyota sedans.
Lease a new Prius or Corolla for $259 a month. 2 great vehicles, same great lease offer, only $259 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Bidding on $5 million. Thank you, sir.
These people of privilege hoarding the financial advantages for far too long. Look at them, unaware that Robin Hood Gold members now enjoy VIP treatment. The 3% IRA match on retirement contributions. Once they discover their privileges are no longer exclusive, their fragile reality will plunge into disarray.
Strength comes in many forms. Sometimes it's about grit, the courage to rise before dawn and face the day. Sometimes it's grace, And sometimes strength is holding it all together. Or it's the confidence to lead. Find your strength with Eden. Visit tryeden.com to discover how.
Michael Garcia will lead off the second. Yesterday, he was the Royals' leadoff hitter. Had a big day with 3 hits, a double, and 2 RBIs on that swing right there that put the Royals in front for good.
I love his swings. That level swing will take his ball off of the bat down the right field line to the left field line. But that final hit, he feathered that bat head beautifully. It just, it wasn't a full swing, maybe 50%. He guided it right where he wanted to hit it. Great hands, man, and he could use them. That with him at the bat in his head.
Garcia, Biggio, and Waters in the Royals' second. 0-2. Carrasco walked 2. India and Pasquantino. And through 26 pitches, but got out of the first inning without allowing a run. 1 ball and 2 strikes. In the air to center field. And Grisham is right there for the out. Carrasco's last start was Tuesday at Detroit. And while he gave up 3 home runs, he only allowed a total of 4 runs over 4 1/3 innings and got no run support. The Tigers won that game 5-0. Now, Kevin Biggio, who's very familiar with this ballpark for all of his years with Toronto. Oh, and 2. Carrasco's being more aggressive with the strike zone in this inning than he was in the first. Yeah, I was trying to figure out which pitches, what kind of spin was working and what wasn't. Matt Quatrero remembers a much younger Carlos Carrasco when he was a part of the Cleveland coaching staff. Came over to trade with Philadelphia and was a big kid with a big arm. It's a break for Biggio. And does this sound familiar? After struggling as a starter, throwing a lot of pitches, not going deep into games, they put him in the bullpen to get him to start thinking 1 inning at a time and being more aggressive. And you recall the game right here at Yankee Stadium when they put him back in the rotation.
Yeah.
A time in the bullpen. That's when he took off. This is second strikeout.
That is his second
With a slider.
strikeout.
And there are 2 down in the second inning.
Well, this veteran pitcher of 16 major league seasons is very popular amongst players, all players, because of just his heart, what he and his wife do. He does so many things off the field. But he also had a little bout with leukemia. He was able to overcome that. So he's really an inspirational type player.
Upstairs on Drew Waters.
Upstairs on Drew Waters.
Yeah, well, that was 2019. He went down in June after being diagnosed with leukemia and returned that same season to Chisholm.
Up to Chisholm.
So it was a lot less effort and a lot less drama for Carrasco, getting the Royals in order in the second inning.
Warriors go 1, 2, 3. Bulls still warming up.
What forms do you take? More miles driven? More dollars saved? More life embraced? And more electrified vehicles than any other brand. Yours, Toyota Hybrids. That's right. Toyota has more electrified vehicles than any other brand. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
It's not Mr. Fridays anymore. Get it broiled or do it on pan fried. All crispy and golden, just the way you like it. Features! Whenever you want food, family, and fun, make it Features at home. There's a way to learn.
Your summer body is calling. Are you picking up? No more crash diets. No more, maybe next year. With Eden's weight loss program, you'll get access to personalized fitness plans, nutrition plans, and may include access to compounded semaglutide to help you lose weight by summer. Get access to the same price at every dose for as low as $196 a month. It's your time. It's your summer. See if you qualify at tryeden.com.
The world's most precious resource? Wi-Fi. And the Wi-Fi is booming. Booming. Wi-Fi is booming. Xfinity.
Thinking about a home upgrade? Whether it's a new roof, updated siding, or seamless gutters, Right Away protects, restores, and enhances your home. With years of trusted experience and quality craftsmanship, we deliver results built to last. Call today for a free estimate. Right Away, the name you can rely on.
There's still time to play FanDuel Fantasy's free daily pickup. Just answer one question a day for your shot at a share of $5,000. It's free, it's daily, and it's your chance to cash in now at FanDuel Fantasy.
Yeah.
Paul Goldschmidt
Paul Goldschmidt.
in a Yankees uniform.
That is
Seth Lugo. Former National League MVP.
former National League MVP.
5 Silver Slugger Awards. No balls, 2 strikes. He's a 7-time All-Star. This is his 15th year. 8 with the Diamondbacks, 6 with the Cardinals.
Yeah, quite a decorated career and one heck of a player.
Yeah.
Good athletic.
Picked. Not busy, but Goldschmidt is safe.
Goldschmidt is safe.
He would get to it. He was putting it more up the middle, thinking he would pull the ball. Goldschmidt put his shot with his hands and made Maxey run a long way for it, and the ball was hit slowly. By the time he turned the ball, Goldschmidt, let's remember, he can run, steal bases as well.
Massey just took a little bit too much time. And Benny with a good pickup, however, not a done.
Now, he's 37 years old now. Goldschmidt has had quite a few seasons with double digits and stolen bases. He had a 32 stolen base season 9 years ago. Chisholm gets it to center.
Chisholm. Center.
On 1 out. Always known as one of the classiest players in the game. Paul Goldschmidt got that right. There's nothing wrong with that rap either. That's a good reputation to have. That being a hustling ball player, doing things in the community for others, those are lasting once the player retires. It's not forever. That's my support for these young ball players. Realize that what they do now can help them set up their future. All one on Anthony Volpe. Line to right.
Line to right.
Good angle on it. And he never looks out of position. I mean, I can't just get out of my head that he was the Blue Jays' second baseman every day I played him. And he's played all over the field, as you pointed out, and comfortable in every position.
Oh, look at this. No panic there. He just catches, takes the right route. Maybe it's the Hall of Fame genes that he's got in him because he's a natural ball player.
Jason Dominguez.
Jason Dominguez. Nah, you guys aren't done though. 2 outs. Goldschmidt on first.
2 balls and no strikes. Dominguez was
I think.
sensation a couple of
Yeah.
years ago.
He singled.
Considered the Yankees' top prospect.
1 hit for the Yanks.
Made his debut in 23 and hit a home run on his first major league pitch. At 20 years old. That's incredible. And then he had 4 home runs in his first 7 games. But after 33 games, he had to have Tommy John surgery. The season was over. Oh.
I'll be right back, everybody. Mind you guys get the chat.
He's got good arm. You know, obviously, he's one of the top kids in the draft. From the Dominican. Hitting in 67 games last year. He's on with a walk. The Yankees had 2 on with 2 out. So we were talking about Lugo last year against New York. And he pitched in every series against the Yankees, including the postseason. Here's the regular season, and he had a solid start at Kauffman Stadium, giving up 4 runs over 7 innings. But then he had 7 scoreless innings here in September. And ended up shutting out the Yankees. And it was the first time the Royals had ever beaten the Yankees by way of a shutout without a single walk allowed. 1 ball, 1 strike on Trent Grisham. He's awfully tough to be able to pick up. Lugo is, well, his pitches, a big curveball's got good high spin rate on it. Just threw it to him. A little bit high, 2 balls, 1 strike on the Grisham. Reaching. Shallow center. His belt is there. And the inning is over. So the Yankees strain 2. And at the end of 2, no score.
I absolutely feel that Tiger Lee is getting a great education with RBA. She is talented. She's not bored. She enjoys her classwork.
I love the teachers. The teachers are the best part. My teachers are very friendly and they're easy to reach out to when I need help with assignments. The teachers are always there when you need help.
What I love about RBA is the flexibility first, but second is that Tiger Lily is so happy with this school, with her teachers, and with what she's learning. It's awesome.
If you have polycythemia vera or PV, it may impact your moments. While you may blame the way you feel on getting older, it could mean your PV is getting worse. It's time to help take control of your PV. For adults with PV who've already taken a medicine called hydroxyurea and it did not work well enough or they could not tolerate it, Jakafi kept the volume of red blood cells under control and reduced spleen size. Jakafi can cause low blood cell counts. Tell your doctor right away if you develop bleeding, bruising, tiredness, shortness of breath, or fever. If any of them get worse, and before taking Jakafi, if you have an infection, have or had TB or hepatitis B, or had a blood clot, heart attack, other heart problems, or stroke. Non-melanoma skin cancers and increases in cholesterol have been reported. With another JAK inhibitor, there's increased risk of major cardiovascular events in those who have risk factors, blood clots in the legs or lungs, sometimes life-threatening, and an increased risk of lymphoma and other cancers. The most common side effects are low red blood cell counts, dizziness, and diarrhea. Why let PV impact your moments? Discover your path to possible. Talk to your doctor about Jakafi. Dear Triathlon, let's splash through rushing rivers, take on iconic trails, and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick back and enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs.
Right now, lease a 2025 RAV4 for $369 a month, or lease a new 2025 Land Cruiser for $549 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota.
This is a good ballpark to hit in, and Matt Quintero and Alex Zumwalt. What else? hearing what happened yesterday into this series with the Yankees. No score at the end of 2 with Isbell, India, and Bobby Witt Jr. coming up. Isbell pulls it down. Right at you. If you heard our weekly interview on radio yesterday, our general manager's interview, JJ's not with the club. He's away on assignment. So Daniel Mack was our guest, Royals Vice President, Assistant General Manager of Research and Development. We had a long discussion about building the Royals, numbers that have evolved over the years, how they blend statistics and the human element. 1 ball, 2 strikes, how some numbers apply differently depending on the nature of that player. And I asked him, when the team is not playing well, and I use offense as an example, when the team's not scoring, are there any markers? That's the word I use. Are there any markers that will show you whether they're close to coming out of it or not? Isbell is down on strikes, and that's number 3 for Carrasco. DMAC, as we call them, refer to leading indicators. This is 3 areas where the Royals look at what they're doing hitting. In zone contact. Are they making contact with pitches in the strike zone? And the Royals were very good last year, 3rd highest, and they're off to a good start this year, 5th highest. That's category number 1. There's a strike on India. He walked in the 1st inning. Then there's hard hit rate. And I know you love that stat, and you wish that was available when you were a player. That's right. Harder you hit the ball, the higher the likelihood you're going to get a hit, unless you hit it right to the 3rd baseman. Well, India hit that one at 106, but he's out 5-3. So hard hit rate. Now, last year, the Royals were 8th highest in the major leagues. Now they're 22nd. We'll get back to that in a moment. And then there's chase rate. And that's the amount of swings at pitches that are out of the strike zone. Surprisingly, the Royals were pretty high last year, 7th highest, and they're high right now. So you can point to that. They're doing a good job of making contact with pitches in the zone, and at the same time, their chase rate is high. Yeah, and the only thing that's been troubling and they can't control it is the line drive outs. You hit them right out. That's a big angle with them. No luck. And that was something that you and I covered in the Cleveland series. Yeah. There was that. The Royals have the lowest batting average right now on line drives, so there's some luck associated with that. But then you also pointed out, looking at some of the numbers, that the Royals right now, at least for their style, have a very high fly ball percentage and a very high pop-up percentage. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that's okay if you have 3 guys that have 30 home run potential or so. But we don't have those guys. We're a speed team. Base with a few homers, but we're more of a contact stolen base team. And so you want to see more balls hit on the ground. Personally, I mean, of course, they want to see line drives, but the ones on the ground, when you put the ball in play, like Junior, I mean, you have a chance to get on base and get a hit. Whether they miscue and the defenders bobble the ball, that's an easy hit, and that's what causes mistakes. Speed causes the defense to fumble. Out of the way. And I took those numbers to Alex Greenwald. The low ground ball rate and the high fly ball rate, at least now, I mean, we're talking about 16 plus games. Yeah. And he said, no, we're not trying to lift the ball more. There's not an emphasis on lifting the ball. And you got to give the opposing pitcher credit. Out of the way by Junior. But just goes to show you that with all the numbers that are available now, in your day, you would simply say, we're not scoring runs right now. And, that was the end of it. Right. And you know what? He seems to be hitting the ball right now hard, but he's got no luck. So, I'm going to stay with it. But you didn't have a number. Your eyes tell you a lot of this game. And then it's still important to have guys with experience that have eyes and see stuff. But now with the numbers combined, it gives the player, the manager, the coaches a lot more to work with. With a foul ball, and Junior's giving Carrasco a bad time. So he's getting closer and closer. He's gonna get a hold of one here. Ferguson. Carrasco probably would like to keep that ball down, and if he does hit it, he hits it on the ground. But we know how fast he is. It's never easy. Throw him out. Another foul ball. That's right there, 92. So here's what Cookie's throwing him. That's his nickname. Curveball sliders. Chance Evans throwing him a cookie, though. Right here. It's coming. Line left field. Yeah. There it is. Junior lined him up. That's his second on the season. Solo shot. That's a tremendous AP. He that breaking ball down in the zone. It was a nice little cookie to hit indeed. And he's able to get the back.
Bobby Witt Jr. to the plate.
So here's what Cookie's throwing him. That's his nickname. Curveball sliders. Chance Evans throwing him a cookie, though. Right here. It's coming.
Yeah.
Line left field. Yeah.
That's a cookie, all right.
There it is. Junior lined him up. That's his second on the season. Solo shot. That's a tremendous AP. And he that breaking ball down. So it was a nice little cookie to hit indeed. And he's able to get the back underside with some spin. Watch him go get it. Oh, man, look at his head position. That ball's down. You need a premium hitter like that to get up underneath it. Look at that head position. Good lead. That's gone. Wells knew that they could throw a pitch. Talking about the movement.
Yeah.
Good movement going. And that was Carrasco in his prime. And what Bobby was saying is there was one that was going this way, and there was one that was going that way, and he threw harder. That's how Carrasco got hitters out. Now, Vinny launches one to right field. Judge is at the wall, and he's got it. Didn't sound like he hit it all that hard, but you don't have to in this ballpark.
No, you do not.
Get it. Bobby Witt Jr. did, however.
Bobby Witt Jr. did. Wonder what the exit feeling was. Here's the game 3D move.
You wake up this morning, it's a brand new day. The sky's on fire, it's a perfect day.
Well, maybe you should start. It's your presentations. They're bad. There was the quarterly review, employee training week, Gary's retirements, and even the office pet policy.
Don't worry. This template is timeless. Show them the thing.
Canva. It's easy.
You made it? You made that for me? Okay.
He's in.
Dear Triathlon, let's splash through rushing rivers, take on iconic trails, and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick
Hang on, folks. It's 1-0 Royals.
Toyota SUVs?
I'm gonna try to get that 3D mode going.
13 years in a row. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
With Mochi Health, I've lost 30 pounds. I have no desire to be skinny. I've loved being a plus-size girl.
No.
When my grandmother died, I knew that diabetes was hereditary. That was my wake-up call.
For these medications, they are designed for long-term use.
With Mochi Health, I never feel alone. It's about progress, not perfection. I've lost 30 pounds, and I'm more me. Check out joinmochi.com.
Dual Sports Network is brought to you by Menard.
Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. And by Toyota, visit your Kansas City area Toyota dealers today or visit them at toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. 1-0 Royals on the Bobby Witt Jr. home run. Plus, beauty shot of the area. We showed you coming in. The weather actually has broke nicely for the Royals this whole time. It's been raining here, cold, misty, rain, and stuff. Not baseball weather. This is our first day in a while. That's good. Oswaldo Cabrera.
Line back to the middle. Yankees have their leadoff man on for the second straight time.
Fortunately, he did that for extra bases. But something that Lugo likes to do, that's roll up double plays. And now Ben Rice, he hit the ball hard the first time up. Sounded sharply to Massey. Did a really good play on the backhand. Yep, something easier to catch than that last ball he hit would be nice. It's low, 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's nothing new for Ben Rice. Up there among ball hitters and hard hit rate. But he looks dangerous. You know, he has a good hand position. Slightly looking in the stands, sees the ball well. He comes through with that. He's going to have a couple of nice seasons if he can stay healthy. Took some raw power. He ranks on the American League hitters so far, including first hard hit percentage. Some guys look hitterish. Some guys don't. Broken bat this time. How about double play? Yes. That's right. That's what he said. Last year, when we came just the 4th Royal, recorded these 3 games with 3 double plays in a single season. That's beautiful. How about this right here? All-state good hands played. There he is. Good hands. Little backhand flip over to Junior. Quickly gets the second out. That'll work. Pitcher's best friend. Roll him up.
Roll him up, double play.
Set the speed. Coming over past one.
And
Little stretch. Hamstring must be better. Right. Yeah, we keep worrying about the hamstring when he runs. How about going into a stretch like that? Fastball with movement. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fastball in the first inning. Lugo set him up with secondary pitches down and away, and then challenged him with a fastball and threw it right by him. He was looking for something else. He was late on the swing. Oh, man. See, he's just so deceptive, even in his windup. He hides the ball well. He's just a craftsman. Bobby Witt Jr. called him the surgeon. So the double play is big. Judge is on with 2 outs. All right, let's see what pitch it was this time. He's got 13 of them. Look like a straight change, maybe a cutter. Vinny Pasquantino is a big man.
I want to watch.
Would you agree? Oh, sure. Let's
Want to give me that 3D mode? Nope. Son of a bitch.
282. We can look it up. Yeah. I don't know. There's only been one human being in all the world that was drafted in all 3 leagues before. That's the great Hall of Famer Dave Winfield.
2-0 Detroit. Well, I guess what I'm gonna have to stick with it. Or maybe on my phone I can.
Sure, you would be a basketball player with his size. But that was Dave Winfield. He was 6'7". Or is 6'7".
Right field. Well struck, but it's in the park. Lugo begins with 3 scoreless.
Strength comes in many forms. Sometimes it's about grit, the courage to rise before dawn and face the day. Sometimes it's grace, and sometimes strength is holding it all together. Or it's the confidence to lead. Find your strength with Eden. Visit tryeden.com to discover how.
When it comes to roofing and siding, there's only one thing you need to know. AOAT is the GOAT of roofing and siding. With years of experience,
Yeah.
Trades delivers honesty, integrity, unbeatable quality, and top-tier service that will make your home stand out. AOAT is the ace of all trades, committed to excellence every step of the way. If you want the best, don't settle for less. Trust the GOAT to elevate your home's look and protection. Call Ace of All Trades today for your free estimate, because your home deserves the best.
Dear Triathlon, let's splash through rushing rivers.
Howdy, Lockdown.
Take on iconic trails and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick back and enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUV.
Right now, lease a 2025 RAV4 for $369 a month, or lease a new 2025 Land Cruiser for $549 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Get an 11% rebate on everything in Menards. Revolutionize your lawn care routine with Menards Premium 4-in-1 Lawn Fertilizer. This one-step solution prevents crabgrass, kills and prevents weeds, while keeping your lawn green for up to 4 months. Grab a bag for $19.99 after rebate. Landscape yourself and save. Menards has the largest selection of concrete blocks ready to take.
If you're watching that Pete McDivitt, come on over.
An all-concrete landscaping block now at Menards. Save big money at Menards.
Oh, if you just tuning into us, come on in.
Climate-controlled spaces and incredible views of the game. Book yours now by scanning the code or visiting royals.com/suites. Those Royals fans are having a good time.
They made the trip from Kansas City to New York. Salvi. Oh, nice catch by Dominguez. Jason Dominguez, what a play. Over his head, though. How was a cookie?
Carrasco, he got his in 19, I believe, 2019. And just to finish the story from a couple of minutes ago, he was diagnosed with leukemia in 2019 and came back from it that season. So in addition to winning the Roberto Clemente Award that year, he also was the American League Comeback Player of the Year. To say the least, he was the Comeback Player of the Year.
Huh. At least.
Massey flied out to left field in the first inning. 1-2.
1-2 upstairs, that was. Yeah.
Had 2 walks in the first against Carrasco, but
Nothing came about it. And then Bobby Wood Jr. hit a solo shot. 2 down.
here's a message from Rally House.
Football, KC. Shop the latest in Royal style with your favorite
The boys are playing some ball.
House is here for every fan.
Michael Garcia takes a little peek at third.
Michael Garcia.
May have noticed that because as Carrasco started into his motion, he came running in from third.
That's what third basemen do when they see a guy peeking. And they wait till he has to pick up the pitcher and focus on hitting, and then they move in. The hitter can't see it. So they'll trick you. They'll start back, and then they'll run in when you're picking up the pitch.
And on the next pitch, he did the reverse. Right as Carrasco started to pitch, he moved back. And in doing so, he gets a 2-hopper. Carrasco gets the Royals in order on 8 pitches. 1-0 KC to the bottom of the fourth.
1-0 KC. On the bottom of the fourth. Speaking of that.
Most residential installations
Yeah.
happen in about a day or two. Some of the smaller type ones we can be out there by lunch. www.ecope.green 608-637-3797. And when you call that number or be on the website, there's somebody there that will help you out from the beginning there.
They did it. How can you? With weight loss programs through Eden, your weight is now in your control. 100% online. No office visits, no hassle, just real results. Join over 50,000 plus patients already embarking on their weight loss journey with Eden. The wait is over. See if you qualify today at tryeden.com.
Dear sharp curves. Don't spin your wheels. With more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand, you can bet your bottom dollar we're sharper than ever. Because man, we got traction. Yours, Toyota Sedans.
Lease a new Prius or Corolla for $259 a month. 2 great vehicles, same great lease offer. Only $259 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
3. The average dog only lives to be 10. At the farmer's dog, we don't think that's long. That's why our food comes in personalized portions. Because a dog at a healthy weight can live a longer, happier life.
Royals hit 10 or more strikeouts. You save big. Get a free item the next day at Price Shopper. 1-0 Royals in the bottom of the fourth. On a Bobby Wood Jr. home run. Paul Goldschmidt leads off the bottom of the fourth. He led off the second with an infield single. Side for ball 1. 2-0 the Yankees.
2-0 the count.
During the offseason. Goldschmidt and Cody Bellinger, both former National League MVPs. 3 balls, no strikes on Goldschmidt, former National League MVP. Goldschmidt's hit makes him 8 for 12 against Lugo with a couple of home runs. Wow. Pretty impressive there. Lugo moved to the American League last year for the first time. Goldschmidt for the first time this year. All the way. There are only one of them an MVP with the Yankees. Goldschmidt is down on strikes, and Lugo comes back from 3-0. That is his second strikeout.
Nice. Way to go. Way to come right back on it. He thought he was back in his mind and get a free pass, but Little Kings comes back with it. It looked like a changeup.
Jazz Chisholm saw one pitch in the
Jazz Chisholm. Right center field. Chisholm ties it. Sixth for him. And he got a dead red piece of cookie. Gave him a cookie right down the damn middle.
He takes inside ball one. He lined out to deep right. Nice play by Michio in the second inning. One ball, one strike. That is just the second home run given up by Lugo in 20 innings. 1-2.
1-2.
Two balls, two strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Hey-oh.
And now full count.
Now full count.
High fastball. See if he pulls out the breaking ball or change up something low. Let's see. Might challenge him with another heater.
Might challenge him with another heater.
Off the end of the bat.
So many pitches to choose from. Gets the job done there.
2 down.
2 down.
Let's show you those pitches while we have a chance here. Check them out. Okay, fastball, 4-seamer up. 4-seamer, curveball, cutter, slider, splitter, changeup, slur, slider, slow curve, and a sweeper. So, if you're a hitter, what are you looking for? Well, it's got pretty low numbers on most everything. So, keeps the hitter guessing for sure. And it's fun to talk about how smart this guy is and how he can create
Yeah.
new pitches.
Foul tip. 0-2 on Dominguez. Be careful throwing fastballs to the Yankees. And then they really drop off as far as batting average goes with breaking balls and off-speed pitches, meaning change-ups and slip finger. And Lugo bounces back after the home run. And at the end of 4th, Yankee Stadium, it's a 1-1 tie.
It is a 1-1 tie from Yankee Stadium in New York City, New York.
Dear Triathlon, let's splash through rushing rivers, take on iconic trails, and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick back and enjoy the view? Yours
Toyota SUVs. Toyota is the #1 retail brand for 13 years in a row. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
I was the fat friend, basically, in school. I did feel isolated. I felt like giving up. I felt like giving up on life. I tried everything, and then I found it.
You're responding really well to the medication.
I called my friend Nicole. So we've been on this journey together. I've lost over 100 pounds, and my entire life has changed. I can do so much more, and I'm ready for new adventures. Check out joinmochi.com.
For 17 years square, as we moved from one location to two, we quickly realized that we needed better data so that we could customize the curation for each of the markets. Originally, we started with the KDS. By adding the Square Online for the full grocery offering, we hoped to grow sales about 25%. And we used the loyalty program, which has definitely generated a lot of repeat business. Since onboarding with Square, we've tripled the business. It's been fantastic.
It's not just for Fridays anymore. Get it broiled or do it up that fry. All crispy and golden, just the way you like it. Feature! Whenever you want food, family, and fun, make it feature than moment. It's a way to know. Baseball FanDuel Sports Network is brought to you by Yingling, the oldest breweries in America. And by your local Kansas City Honda dealers. Tied at 1 in the Royals' 5th inning. Still just on that 1 hit, 1 home run. That's all we got. Yep. Bobby Witt Jr. for the Royals in the 3rd. Jazz Chisholm just tied the game for the Yankees in the 4th. 2-0 on Biggio.
2-0 on Biggio.
Second inning. So 1-2 in the 1st. And he was only giving up home run to Junior. Biggio pops it up left side. And it's going to be Dominguez from left field. Royals have the full powder blues on. As we look at new Yankee Stadium, it's the first time the Royals have worn full powder blues here. In fact, it's been a long, long time since the Royals have worn this uniform on the road. And according to Bert Nelson of the Royals Hall of Fame, the last time the Royals were at Yankee Stadium in the full powder blues was 1991. 12,297 days ago. It's a good look. See winning. Butters gets down on, or was that a foul tip? And they're going to say it was a foul tip. Right umpire Marvin Hudson was just waiting for Wells to apply the tag. Waters thought it went into the dirt before the glove. And it did. Did hear the click. Did hear the song. He looks very comfortable. We felt it tip, but I guess not. Vance Wilson is arguing with the third base umpire, Junior Valentine. Well, not very happy.
No, they're not.
Kyle Isbell with
No, Kyle Isbell.
2 down and nobody out. Let's go to Joel.
Well, Kyle Isbell today, he's been using the torpedo bat a little bit. He tried it a few times in Cleveland. He's been using it during batting practice, and it didn't really work for him. He said it's obviously an incredible small sample size. He's talked to the analytics department about it. They've analyzed it. And the thought really, and John Redmond mentioned this to me last week, is that there are situations for it. It's like pulling out a different club on your golf bag and saying, this is the point. This is the time to be able to use it. Yankee Stadium might be one of them. Another time he said it's facing those cutters for the manual crossing. Cutters coming in might be the right said he's not totally comfortable with it yet at this point either. So he said not willing to give up on it based on what you do a few times. But he said that it's got to be the right situation and the right feel for you. Describe the weight distribution, be more centered, and then the back feeling a little lighter, a little bit more windy, but again, got to be comfortable. Oh, you better believe it. Hitters, they're so particular about the wood they're using. You know, they'll pick up a bat, and you can tell when you pick it up, going, oh, yeah, I like that feel. You know, you can tell right away when you get it, grab it, and go, too top heavy. A lot of the guys are saying that they're a little bit top heavy. And then you can haul the end of the mouth. You know, you can get them cut. So there's all kinds of bats that you could get, different colors, sizes. I mean, they're all over the place.
Pop fly.
And
Dominguez makes the catch. 1, 2, 3. Hey, if you are watching the Pete McDivitt show, welcome. Come on over. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Let me put this on mute quickly. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Hit that sub. Turn on that notification bell. And do the other things too.
Just checking on you. American check.
Let's tube it up, tube it up, tube it up.
If you have polycythemia vera or PV, it may impact your moments. While you may blame the way you feel on getting older, it could mean your PV is getting worse. It's time to help take control of your PV. For adults with PV, they take a medicine called hydroxyurea, and it did not work well enough, they could not tolerate it. Jakafi kept the volume of red blood cells under control and reduces spleen size. Jakafi can cause low blood cell counts. Tell your doctor right away if you develop bleeding, bruising, tiredness, shortness of breath, or fever. Any of you get worse before taking Jakafi. If you have an infection,
Well, I'm going to take a shower quick.
blood clot, heart attack, other heart problems, or stroke. Non-malignant skin cancers and increases in cholesterol.
I'll be right back, everybody.
Increased risk of major cardiovascular events in those who have risk factors, blood clots in the legs or lungs, sometimes life-threatening, and an increased risk of lymphoma and other cancers. The most common side effects are low blood cell counts, dizziness, and diarrhea. Why might PV impact your moments? Discover your path to possible. Talk to your doctor about Jakafi.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Oh, the legend, Toyota trucks. Toyota has the best resale value of all brands according to Kelly Blue Book's KBB.com. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Get Ballpark Classics all for $5 or less. Choose hot box, pretzel, popcorn, soda, and beer. Available on select Crown Classics.
Yeah.
Learn more at royal.com/fan value.
Come on in, everybody. Get your hot dogs.
Do the vendors still say that? I don't know. Where the event stands. But I remember in the Martin League, you could hear the vendors all over the ballpark because there's maybe 100 people there. How about yummy lemonade, just like you said about me? I'll never forget that. That's 6 months from the miners. We had Bachman Stadium forever, and he was like a local celebrity. He was the lemonade man. And of course, I'm not going to do it on the air, but Royals fans who remember the lemonade guy know what I'm talking about. And we could have a big crowd, and you could still hear him down there. It's part of the game. Crowd got involved with him. Ball and strike on Bridgem. And then remember the guy at the American Park in Detroit for years? He was the opera singing hot dog vendor. Oh, yeah. Remember that? 2-1 on Grisham. He fly out to center field in the second inning.
Yankees have 1 run, 4 hits against Lugo. The Royals have 1 run, 1 hit against Carrasco. Looks like Carrasco might be done. We'll see. Fernando Cruz was warming up as the Royals were batting in the 5th inning, and now we're working again in the Yankees bullpen.
They're working again out there in the Yankees pen.
Oswaldo Cabrera and Ben Rice. That looks like a reliever that is warmed up and ready to go. We'll see. Grisham hits it deep to right field. He got 3-2 fastball.
3-2 fastball, dead red piece of cheese.
He's had a really nice start to his season. That's his 4th home run. It was a no-go. But anyway. They elect you for staying back here. 92. Right on the internet. Build his hands in barrel. Like that. Classic. Been there, done that. Put the back down on the bases.
Been there, done that.
And you got to give the hitter some credit there. He adjusted his swing. As you said, he pulled his hand out of it. If he casts out at all, he gets jammed on that pitch and hits a ground ball. It's a broken back. He was able to pull his hands in to get the barrel. So the Yankees lead 2-1.
Yanks lead 2-1.
Now, single to center in his last at bat, and now Bobby Witt Jr. is guarding the middle against Cabrera. The left.
To left.
Into the corner. And Waters is there. Almost overran it. Just 1 away. Now message from the local Kansas City Honda dealers. Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. Visit your local Kansas City Honda dealers today. Ben Rice has grounded out to second base twice, once into a double play. 1-1. Rice is in there as the DH, and we were telling you about all the injuries to the Yankees pitching staff. We also have some injured position players, including Giancarlo Stanton. We have the Royals a bad time in the division series.
Yeah.
Goes to the wall, and that's another home run for the
Ah, forget it. Another one.
Yankee Stadium.
That's a Yankee wall scraper there.
Unfortunately for the Royals, all 3 are solo home runs. If the Yin League replays will show you right here, almost a similar pitch. This one, this one. So that's 3 homers. The Yankees have done all their solo homers as soon as they got their runs. And the Judge has struck out and singled to center field. Way out in front. No balls, 2 strikes. And Judge is just like his team, or at least his numbers reflect the team. Where he's been a lot more dangerous this year against fastballs than secondary pitches. Breaking balls outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. A couple of innings ago, we showed you that the Yankees are one of the best, if not the best, against fastballs, but those numbers really drop off against breaking balls and off-speed pitches. And that's going to be ruled a swing by Marvin Hudson. Salvy's down to first, and that's out number 2.
Out number 2.
Let's take a look at the 3 home run pitches by the Yankees. Okay, that's 87. Looked like a changeup, possibly hung in the middle. 92 fastball, inner half, and similar 90 inner half. Looked like a cutter there. But into the corner, and it's a fair ball. And the Yankees' 3rd home run of the inning. Their 4th in the last 2 innings. There's no doubt about that. The Yankees are winning. And the catcher is our captain right there. He's on the upper half of every one, just from the other 3 we just showed you. It's just those balls are dislocated. So they didn't miss. Sam Schmidt pumps it up. 3 Royals are there. And it's Vinny making the play.
Choose to get every detail right. Every Mazda is crafted with care you can feel.
Thinking about a home upgrade? Visit Right Away Roofing, Siding, Gutters, and more. The Home Show, March 28th to 30th. With trusted service and expert craftsmanship, we've been helping homeowners protect and restore their homes. Don't miss this chance to save.
They finally got out of a 3-1 flock in 5th inning.
If you cross my family, well, you better pray. We don't ask, we take. And when someone forgets their place, they got a man for himself.
What is this? The Santa
Oh, still too little, buddy.
Four flocks at football. And what?
Promising futures begin at St. Lawrence Seminary High School, rated the #1 Catholic high school in Wisconsin. We offer an affordable experience and a holistic college preparatory curriculum. At St. Lawrence Seminary, our small class size allows for increased student-teacher interactions, more hands-on study, while our co-curricular activities build character, confidence, and courage. Enrollment is open. Visit St. Lawrence Seminary High School today. College prep. Spiritual depth.
Oh, pitch and change.
Yankees on 4 solo home runs, and the Royals run was a solo home run by Bobby Witt Jr. And the Royals had 1 hit over 5 innings against Carlos Carrasco. And now here's Fernando Cruz.
Here's Fernando Cruz.
Jonathan India. Well, they didn't have any luck with Carrasco. Maybe they could have some against Cruz, but Lugo's got to get some run support. Start to get late. Get back on the ground, find holes, get some base runners. Then get the big hit. 21 in India. And that fastball is anywhere from 92 to 94. From the Cruz, a slider, and a split finger.
Yankees are just teeing off on the Royals. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now, oh.
He's from the Royals organization. The Royals Signed him in 2007 in the 6th round at a high school in Puerto Rico as a catcher. 3 balls, 1 strike.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Organization until 2012. The Royals moved him to the mound in 2011 in his 5th year with the Royals, but then in 2012 he was released. India hits it deep to left field. Dominguez is back.
Out.
Royals, they have 1 hit tonight. They have a handful of hard hit outs, and most of them have been to Dominguez out in left field. So 1 away. So Cruz, after 6 years in the Royals organization, was released. And he then went to Mexico and pitched 3 years, 13, 14, and 15. And pitched well enough for the Cubs to sign him in 15. He was released, and he pitched in independent leagues in 16, 17, and 18. Was signed by Cincinnati and made his big league debut as a 32-year-old in 2022.
Congratulations. That's called perseverance. Not giving up, believing in his heart. Independent ball
For 3 years.
tough at that age.
1-1 on Junior. He had a great at-bat against Carrasco in the 3rd inning, and it resulted in a line drive home run to left. High splitter strikes him out. 2-1.
All it takes is a little bit of a dip. Doesn't take much of the movement of the ball. You see how it kind of looks like a change up. That's a hanger. And you just overswung it.
And that pitch was 80 miles an hour. That's a lot of a big difference between that fastball in the mid-90s.
Yeah. You know, it appears whenever a hitter swings and misses at the changeup, he's out in front. It looks like he's overswinging, but really it's the trickery of the pitch. And the 10-mile-an-hour difference in speed makes you look like you get overswung. Like that. Same thing. Then he, could adjust the 80-mile-an-hour split finger.
And off the splitter. 1-2. Then he walked in the 1st inning, and then it looked like he was
Yeah.
going to the Yankee Stadium home run.
2 finger full.
Line out to
Do some
Judge
adjustments
right
here,
in front of the
again.
wall.
Come here. Audio.
No swing. And the Yankees were almost off the field. To the first base dugout, convinced that was going to be a strikeout.
Close. Good job. Checking it. Get another shot there.
Now strike 3. Sit down, Sonny. Chisholm, Volk, Dominguez. Do up. Bottom of the 6th. Ba-bum.
Your style always attracts the attention of the crowd, Aries, but you're currently interested in shaking up your look. A deep dive into how former players showed off their style could provide you with plenty of inspiration. Your fans will go wild when you step up to the plate.
Ha! Yeah.
Great visit right away roofing, siding, gutters, and more. The Home Show, March 28th to 30th. With trusted service and expert craftsmanship, we've been helping homeowners protect and restore their homes. Don't miss this chance to save. Stop by our booth at the Home Show and let's talk about your next project.
I'll take it easy on you guys. Whatever.
Hey, Mike, you might want to back up. Nah, bro, I'm good right here.
Yeah, you got no chance of getting it out of the infield anyway.
Last time you gave me something to hit, I took you deep. Come on in here.
What was that? That's not fair. I wasn't even ready.
Save it, Junior. That's terrible. Hey, Mad Dog, give me something to hit. Nothing like it.
Coming to K on April 25th for the first fireworks Friday of the season. Presented by Price Chopper and Oreo. Scan the code or visit royals.com/promotions.
Jazz Chisholm leads off the fourth inning. He hit the first of the 4 Yankees home runs, and his home run tied the game. He is hitting 180, but he has 6 home runs. Looking back at the 4 home runs that the Yankees have hit, you could say 2 were Yankee Stadium home runs, 2 were not. Chisholm's was not. He hit it to the deepest part of right center field and well back into the Yankee bullpen. Then Grisham had a legit home run in the 5th. Rice and Wells took full advantage of the ballpark. And of course, that advantage is also available to the Royals. Jump to the right side. Lugo will tag out Chisholm. Next one away. Here's a word from UMB Private Wealth.
Do I have a clear financial plan?
Am I saving enough for retirement?
Get financial clarity. Schedule an appointment today.
Anthony Volpe with 1 out. Cut off by Garcia. 2 down. And now Lugo will get Jason Dominguez. It's his 85th pitch in 5 2/3 innings. Tonight is the first start of 4 this year where he's given up more than 3 earned runs. And on the ground to Massey. And the Yankees go down in order, and we move to the 7th inning. Lugo has an 8 pitch, bottom of the 6th. New York leads 4-1.
Well, maybe you should start. It's your presentations. They're bad. That was the quarterly review, employee training week, Gary's retirements, and even the office pet policy.
So great. This template is timeless.
Show him this name. Canva.
Tampa?
It's easy.
You made that? You made that for me? Okay.
He's in.
I'll take it easy on you guys. Whatever.
Yeah, you wish, Mike.
lucky catch.
All of my eyes, we praying to failure. We put in the work, our hands in the dirt. We knocking down all of the barriers. We cannot be stopped, that's God's my witness. We cannot be finished, we won't be the minutes at all. We spinning the block, we double the crowd, we coming to ball.
Ricola Throat Balm coats and protects your throat. A center with liquid honey wrapped in smooth caramel flavor. Ricola Throat Balm. Coat your throat.
Be one of the first 20,000 fans to the K on April 26th and receive a Mike Moustakis 2015 Champs bobblehead presented by KC Chevy Dealers. Scan the code or visit royals.com/anniversary.
So we hope you'll be there for that. And on May the 31st, when Moose signs his one-day contract with the Royals, so he can retire as a Royal. 4-1 Yankees with Fernando Cruz staying in for the 7th inning.
That split finger's become a favorite pitch of his. And all of a sudden, he's throwing every other pitch.
Jonathan India lined out to left field leading off the 6th inning, and then Cruz got strikeouts against Junior and Vinny with the splitter. The splitter was up and in, 2 balls and 1 strike. Salvi struck out swinging in the first, and then Dominguez made a nice running, leaping play on the line drive to deep left in the 4th. Line foul, Gal. Did you catch that? Man in a white cap. And at least it looked like from here in heroic fashion, like the Secret Service just jumped in front of that lady. It looked like to protect her, and I think he caught it. I don't know if they know each other or not. She's going to take a picture of him and send it to all of her girlfriends and say, "This guy just saved my life." Should I give him my number? They probably know each other. That's 3 straight strikeouts going back to the last inning for Fernando Cruz.
Split finger is working.
And I know the Royals have Michael Massey coming up, so Cruz faces 4. He retires 4. He strikes out 3 in a row and gets a nice ovation, and that's former Royal Tim Hill coming in from the bullpen.
Dear sharp curves. Don't spin your wheels. With more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand, you can bet your bottom dollar we're sharper than ever. Because man, we got traction. Yours, Toyota Sedans.
Lease a new Prius or Corolla for $259 a month. 2 great vehicles, same great lease offer, only $259 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Fish. It's not just for Fridays anymore. Get it broiled or do it up pan fried. All crispy and golden, just the way you like it. Features! Whatever you want, food, family, and fun, make it Features and Holman.
Yeah, there's a way to learn.
Switch to Square and join over 4 million businesses worldwide. Start with our point of sale. More than a system, it's the brain of your business. Train your staff in minutes and connect your POS to a KDS to handle orders ASAP. And with Square Banking, get a loan quickly for everything from small repairs to the biggest dreams. Gain time and peace of mind with restaurant tools that bring everything together. Switch to Square today. Visit square.com to get started.
Turn on baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning.
Experience live baseball in a whole new way with up to 4 games on a single screen. MLB Big Inning every game night on MLB.tv.
A former Royal on the mound for the Yankees, Tim Hill. And we have a former Yankee in the booth. This is a young Rex Hudler. Really? Look at that speed. Forcing a bad throw, a run scored that was probably with 2 outs, and you hustled to allow that run to score. But I have a bone to pick with you on that play. What I do? How did you not get to second base on that play?
Well, first base coach told me to stay home.
And you were always one to respect authority.
That's right, always. No, it was a nerve-wracking time when I was brand new. And it was intimidating. So to have that experience, now I can share with the viewers what it's like for the young guys coming in, making their their debuts and things like that. It was kind of scary, really. It didn't help that when I walked in at 4 o'clock in the afternoon from the parking lot, first day, fans are getting on me. So that's a typical swing. I got the all arms. If I didn't place it right, I got hits, but he told me to stay there. That was fun. St. Paul has to beat it up. How about facing Tim Hill? That's got to be tough for a lefty.
And now, Michael Garcia. Speaking of young players at Yankee Stadium, different Yankee stadiums, but here's Michael 3 years ago. This is his first big league hit, and against Garrett Cole.
Yeah. Okay, that's an infield hit, too.
And he ended up having 3 hits in that game.
Tim Hill, low 90s fastball. He's a sidewinder. Slider and a changeup. Very deceptive. It's a secret inside.
He is a product of the Royal Storm system and not a high round pick at all. But this is big league season number 8 for him. And his second with the Yankees. He was traded over here last year, and there's a call, 3rd strike. The Royals are 0 for 6 against the Yankees bullpen tonight with 4 strikeouts.
Choose to show up. With the bold styling of the Mazda CX-30.
I'll wake up.
Thanks everyone, especially Vicky. She's been with us since the beginning and saved us enough on our insurance to help us open our second location.
Auto Owners offers a variety of discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance because they think the more you protect, the more you should save.
I couldn't have said it better myself, Vicky.
That's simple human sense. Ask your independent agent if Auto Owners makes sense for you.
Who are you talking to anyway?
It's a commercial.
It's time for the great mascot race. Ready, set, go. And they're off. They're neck and neck. Look at them go, folks. The crowd wants it. Down the home stretch. It's too close to call. Here's the play of the play. It's Slugger. Congratulations. You won the great mascot race.
Turn on baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning. Experience live baseball in a whole new way with up to 4 games on a single screen. MLB Big Inning every game night on MLB.tv.
Royals baseball on FanDuel Sports Network is brought to you by Community America Credit Union. Member owned, open to all, invested in you. And by Boulevard Brewing Company, the official craft beer of the Royals, born and brewed in Kansas City. Here's tonight's game summary, and we can sum it up with solo home runs. The Royals hit the first one. Bobby Witt Jr. in the third inning. And the Yankees have 4 solo home runs against Seth Lugo, who's back out for the bottom of the 7th inning. The Royals have only 1 hit tonight and a total of 3 base runners, and none since the 3rd inning. Chisholm, Grisham, Rice, and Wells have homered for the Yankees. It's Jackie Robinson Day tomorrow, so everyone in baseball wears number 42. That number is retired 2 times here for Jackie Robinson. That also happens to be Mariano Rivera's number. He was one of the last players grandfathered in when the number was retired by all of baseball. So coverage begins tomorrow at 5:30. Michael Walker making the start for the Royals.
Yeah, let's hope that Walker's on this game. He's able to keep that ball down. Gilbert's able to change up along with that fastball. Let's hope it's good. Score some runs for him. It won't be easy, though. He's facing Max Fried, who's a pretty good right-hander. Or left-hander, excuse me.
Lugo has not thrown 90 pitches yet. He is at 86. Daniel Lynch and John Schreiber ready to be called upon out of the Royals bullpen in left center field. Trent Grisham will lead off. He hit the second Yankees home run. So while they lead 4-1, Grisham right now is the go-ahead RBI. I told you that he is off to a fast start this year. That's fouled away. And he played in just 76 games for the Yankees last year and hit 190. And that was his 3rd consecutive year hitting under 200. In 22, in 152 games, he had 184. In 23 and 153 games, he had 198. So it's a good defender. He's won a couple of Gold Gloves, but he was fading away as a hitter.
Yeah, so, we probably went back to the drawing board in the offseason. Always start with keeping the body in good shape. Keep it strong, work on a few swings. That's a good drive there.
Waters makes the play. One down to the bottom of the 7th. All 4 home runs hit by the Yankees tonight have been to right field or right center. Waldo Cabrera out of the way. And it's no secret that if you want to beat the Yankees, and especially here, you have to keep the ball in the ballpark. And fortunately for the Royals, all have been solo home runs, so they're still in the game with 6 outs to go on offense. But the disparity this year for the Yankees in home runs hit in wins and losses is enormous. Garcia, and he gets Cabrera for the 2nd out. The Yankees coming into tonight have 8 wins, and in those 8 wins, they have 23 home runs. They have 6 losses, and in the 6 losses, they have 5 home runs.
Yeah, well, how they scored most of theirs, that's for sure. But I think they're a little more, at least Boone, their managers, a little bit more concerned with their starting rotation than anything else. Their offense will figure some things out. This was going to be the final year of Aaron Boone's most recent contract. And he was extended for 2 years in spring training. So signed through 2027. Yankees got past the Royals and the Guardians in the playoffs and then lost to the Dodgers in the World Series in 5 games. 3-1. Three and two. And that's why Lugo is still going strong with 2 outs in the 7th inning. And that's a walk with 2 outs. His second. And with Aaron Judge coming up, here comes Matt Potrero. Well, Schreiber and Lynch are warming up, and it will be Schreiber. Lugo did strike out Judge twice, and he gave up a single, but at 98 pitches, and with us right on the edge of the 8th inning, Matt Potrero is going to bring in a fresh arm with a runner at first. 2 down, the bottom of the 7th.
Fish. It's not just for Fridays anymore. Get it broiled or do it up batter fried. All crispy and golden, just the way you like it. Features! Whenever you want food, family, and fun, make it Features and Holman.
Yeah, there's a way to learn. We go in the Oh my, this guy is next level. Oh my goodness. Lots of great baseball coming, and good guess, by the way.
The baseball like I'm still a young kid, like a little teenager.
Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable. No way! What a moment! This heals the show that never ends.
Promising futures begin at St. Lawrence Seminary High School. Rated the #1 Catholic high school in Wisconsin, we offer an affordable, globally diverse experience and a holistic college preparatory curriculum. At St. Lawrence Seminary, our small class size allows for increased student-teacher interactions, more hands-on study, while our co-curricular activities build character, confidence, and courage. Enrollment is open. Visit St. Lawrence Seminary High School today. College prep.
There's the starters conference with Bo Reagan's doing a lot of the talking over there. Michael Wacha pitches tomorrow. Michael Lorenzen is within earshot. John Schreiber comes on to face Aaron Judd with a runner at first base. And 2 down in the bottom of the 7th.
Yep, Schreiber's a sinker slider guy. Maybe continue the ball on the ground. You already good so far?
Back and Schreiber shy away from Judge and challenge him with a fastball. Judge is 1 for 3 with a 3rd inning single and 2 strikeouts. The single for Judge was his first ever hit against Lugo. No balls, 2 strikes. And now all time he is 1 for 14 against Seth Lugo with 5 strikeouts. Matt Potrero with him right on the edge of 100 pitches. Didn't want to take any chances with Judge getting a 4th at-bat against him tonight.
Yeah, just a few dislocated fastballs to some of their left-handed hitters was the difference.
And some of those make a case that they weren't bad pitches. I mean, they were on the inside edge of the plate.
Yeah, but in New York, left-handed hitters, they look for that. But those Yankee hitters are all looking at it.
I guess if you're going to pitch them in, it's got to be in and off.
Yeah, exactly.
Take a look at the swings. Salvi was away on that.
That one kind of
stayed in the middle there. That was elevated some. And there's 92 in the middle, and that's still too much to play. 90, same way, a little cutter there. And then that's 93. Elevated and right on over the inner part of the plate. Judge grounds it into center field for their second hit. Rice thought about going first to third, but Waters goes on it quickly. Yep. Big fella got his hands extended. Junior tried to rob him. That's a good thing. Runner didn't try to go to third. I think he was throwing out. 2 on for Austin Wells. 1 for it all. Wells is 1 for 3 with the home run. Typically a hitter that has long at-bats. And ball 1 straight. One and two. Two on Wells, who finished third last year for American League Rookie of the Year behind his teammate Luis Gil and Baltimore's Colton Cowser. Wells was the Yankees' first-round pick in 2020 out of the University of Arizona. 3 and 2. You know, that's good to do right there. That's in off the plate. It's a good location. There go the runners, and Wells strikes out. So Schreiber gets the Royals out of the bottom of the 7th inning. On to inning number 8, with New York leading 4-1.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central. Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns, interviews with the players, and a little bit of everything else. The baseball day begins with MLB Central, weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid.
Come on in. Watch that Pete McGillick show.
First to beat the streak and get your way to the
Yeah.
$5.6 million
Pitching change. Luke Weaver replaces Tim Hill.
Build your team for a chance to win. And can't forget the classics like Trivia, By the Numbers, and MLB Bingo. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
To left field. That is gone. Royce Lewis puts his team on top. Buxton racing in. He'll dive. He'll get there. He struck him out. It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up. There's a guy who wanted to be in the spotlight. Bats out.
We're just playing Powerball. This makes nothing no idea. These teams are entertaining, are they not? The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments live and
Stream every out-of-market game live or off the bat. Plus, stream MLB Network 24/7 for the entire season. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details.
Luke Weaver. Man, what a season he had last year. You look at his regular season numbers, he had 4 saves in 62 games. Set the world on fire. 4-1 on Biggio, but in the postseason, he was the go-to man. He had saves in all 3 wins against the Royals in the division series. He had a save in the ALCS against Cleveland. And he appeared in 4 of the 5 World Series games, pitching in late innings.
Yeah, seemed like he and Tim Hill, the lefty that we just saw, pitched in almost every game. Boone had his righty-lefty combination coming in. And Weaver, gosh, he has a sneaky fastball that's 94, 95 miles an hour. It'll cutter, slider, curve, change, got all 4. But mainly, this good hard sinker and cutter.
It doesn't seem like Biggio's in one of those spots right now where every borderline pitch is going the pitcher's way.
Yeah. And he like it's not getting frustrated.
Yeah.
Staying confident, has a little rhythm, he's always moving his hands. You're gonna have some kind of movement, though. This is a rhythm game. You have to move to able to get your hands back and load and fire. Some guys move their feet, tap their feet, maybe their arms. It's like that.
Broken bat. Goldschmidt had to hustle back to first in time. And he didn't get there in time. So Weaver came over to cover. The Royals are going to take another look at it.
Yeah.
Biggio's already jogging back to the dugout. He thinks he's out, and the Royals will not challenge.
Just barely got it.
Just barely got him.
So that's 4-1.
On the putout if you keep him score at home.
And now Drew Waters.
Drew Waters.
Waters lines it to right, and
Judge makes the catch.
Here's a message from Minsky's Pizza.
Here's a message from Minsky's Pizza. That's a lovely, folks, if you haven't been to Kansas City.
Minsky's.
No, Kansas City, excuse me.
Isbell is 0 for 2.
Tyler Isbell's 0 for 2.
Yeah, it's a little bit frustrating, kind of early.
It's a frustration game.
Feel frustrated about the offense, we have to really get into our game. I'm like this, getting guys off and stealing and running and causing commotion. Moving our game along. We haven't seen that in a week.
21 on Isbell. It's kind of what happened with the Royals in the Yankees series in the postseason. The Royals pitched this great offense, and last year it was a great offense, leading the league in runs and home runs. But the Yankees also pitched very well. All of those close games, and I mentioned it at the top of the broadcast. And it's easy to say in hindsight, the Royals felt like they should have won that series. But the Yankees' 3 wins were by a margin of 4 runs. The Royals were right there. And all those losses, 3 balls, 1 strike on Isbell.
Your star players don't hit, you don't win.
And the top 2 candidates for MVP in that division series last year. Both struggled. His bell is on. And speaking of star players, if India can get on right here, Bobby Witt Jr. will have a chance to come up as a potential tying run. That's the Royals' first true base runner since the first inning, when they got 2 walks against Carrasco. Jr. homered in the third, but he was never a base runner. He circled the bases and went back to the dugout. It's the first time the Royals have had a man on base since the first. And India takes a low strike. India has walked, grounded sharply to third, and lined to left.
No.
0-2.
0-2 the count. 0-2. Son. Oh, God. Please don't kill me. Hey, Butterfly. Keep an eye on the chat for me.
42,648 here tonight.
46,600.
Put away, 1-2.
Up and away. Two out, one on. Fouled away. Where?
India was in there as the DH tonight. Michael Garcia, third base. A couple of nights ago in Cleveland, India came out of the game in the middle of the game with a right quad tightness. He did not play yesterday, and the Royals are happy to have him in there tonight as the DH. Trying to extend the inning to Bobby Witt Jr. Outside, 2-2. All the way.
Full foul.
Swung the bat well tonight. He is 0 for 2 with a walk.
0 for 2 for a walk.
He hit a mullet on one hop to Cabrera at third. And then line to Dominguez in left.
Yeah.
Another foul ball.
Another foul ball.
Jammed him.
Jammed him.
And Chisholm makes the play. So Junior will lead off the ninth. 4-1 Yankees to the bottom of the eighth.
We pick up the phone because it's ringing. I should get this. Hello, this is Sam. How can I help you? Pick up the phone because it's ringing. That's simple human sense. Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you.
Dear Freedom, what forms do you take? More miles driven? More dollars saved? More life embraced? And more electrified vehicles than any other brand? Yours, Toyota Hybrids. That's right, Toyota has more electrified vehicles than any other brand. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight,
Yeah.
5 at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and the star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups. Everything looks good right now for the Yankees. First take from the players. I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on. And the first of many breakdowns, MLB
Peace.
Game Night. A full night of baseball.
Peace, everybody.
Live, MLB tonight's National Pregame Show, live at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Yeah.
At MLBshop.com, you can get all the latest officially licensed merchandise.